Hello and welcome back to the Tea with Honey podcast. Hey there, Mandi.
Hello, Teddy. How are we doing today?
I'm good. It's early in the week for us to be recording. We are recording this on Monday for a Friday release because I'm traveling. So when this episode comes out, I'm going to be out of the country. I'm going to be on vacation.
Yep.
Hopefully getting some sunshine, some vitamin
Soaking
D.
up some rays.
But yeah, so we're recording early. So I'm good. I really feel like I don't have like a big long week to tell you about, or even like the start of a week to tell you about, because it's Monday.
We just talked
how are you?
like a couple days ago. You know what? We're good. I'm good. We just had like a vent session. I think I came on here like ready to have my head just pop off a little bit. So I'm great.
Yeah, we had
because
like
I had that
a 40-minute like therapy sesh.
Yes, which is much needed. Anyone use that as your sign to like call your best friend right now if you need it, because that just made my day so much better.
Just makes
like
you feel a little bit lighter.
It does. It's like, you know how they say a weight is lifted off your shoulders? Like you actually can feel that.
Yeah.
After a conversation that's so good and just like soul healing, you can feel all of the weight on your chest. I feel like it's more like chest pressure.
Yeah.
That kind of just lifts and you feel like you can breathe again. And like, or I'm trying to catch my breath after like nonstop yapping for 40 minutes about that. But otherwise good, just like kind of in a tizzy.
Did you have a good weekend?
I did. So I'm having a solo parenting. I had a solo parenting weekend and week ahead of me. And I get really anxious for those kind of weeks and weekends, but I'm trying out this new like positive headspace, you know, deal the cards that you have been dealt. And I'm really proud of myself because I challenged myself to like put my phone down and be present. Like, let's just jump all in. And I made it a good weekend, as good as it could be. So it was fine. We just like, we hung out at home, my daughter and I, and we did cute stuff around the house. This was kind of funny. She woke me up at 6 a.m. the past couple of days, and we woke up, we made breakfast, we mopped the floors. I gave her a little spa day and gave her a pedicure and a manicure. I didn't paint her nails. I need to get like kid nail polish, but I scrubbed her feet with a sugar scrub and like got the whole 9 yards out. What else did we do? Did I say she helped me clean? She helped me mop the floors, and she actually did like a pretty darn good job, and I was really impressed. We did some arts and crafts, and then it was only 10 a.m. And I said, well, I have a long day ahead of me still. So, you know, I was creative. We came up with some fun ideas for the Super Bowl this weekend. We had a 2-man Super Bowl party. We made some party hats. I gave her the 2 teams, and I was like, who do you want to win? And she said, Seahawks. Because I told her who was playing. And so she predicted correctly.
There we go.
I guess she's a good luck charm. So I made a lot of blue and green party hats and crowns for her and all of her stuffed animal friends and dolls to wear. So I got my good old hot glue gun out for the first time in like 20 years.
Heck yeah. I don't even have a hot glue gun. I really think I ought to invest in one.
You should. They're great. That was my like scrapbooking one when I was younger. And so I've just had it forever and it still works. This thing is like, it gets super hot. It smells like something's on fire, but it gets the job done. I have some really old glue sticks left. And we put them to good use. We've been doing some painting for her. And yeah, I'm exhausted from it. There's a lot going on. But
yeah, it doesn't sound like it was a relaxing weekend for you. It sounds like you need a trip to
Florida,
the islands for some sunshine. Yeah.
Right. We're actually going to Florida in like, I don't know, a couple weeks. We haven't planned it out because we're all going to drive together. Literally, that's a whole nother like disaster I'm planning for, is how to drive a 3-year-old to Florida.
And all together, do you mean like with in-laws?
They're already there. My in-laws have flown the state. They are snowbirds and they left for the whole month.
They flew a while ago.
Yeah. So I don't know how to get a 3-year-old through a 15-hour car ride, but that's not for a couple weeks. So I can handle it.
Because this trip last year, your husband flew with your daughter down.
Yes.
And you drove.
And I drove. I had super bad flight anxiety last year. And now this year, the flight prices were absolutely astronomical to get us to where we needed to go. So we were like, you know what? Why don't we just like drive? Like, it's kind of fun. And I was like, yeah, it's fun. Not with a 3-year-old screaming in the car because they're bored. Yeah. So I'm going to have to get super creative. If anyone has ideas, send them to me. But anyways, yeah. So
you might have to make like a couple day trip out of it and just do like, you know, like 5 hours a day and like stay at a hotel for like 2 nights or something.
Yeah, we're thinking we'll make a trip out of it. We haven't planned a single bit. We our in-laws, my in-laws have a house booked and they're like, come on down. And we're just kind of winging it. It's going to be really
So you don't know, do you know how long you're staying?
Probably like a full week, I think. I have literally no clue. Couldn't tell you. No clue. We're supposed to go in like 3 weeks, but no plans. This is how my husband plans. And
I was going to say, that sounds like my kind of plan. Like I am I don't know what we're doing.
Yep. I'm rolling with it. I'm rolling with it because I'm like, whatever. He can plan it. He's going to drive. I'll be fine. It's fine. Yeah. It's all right. I'm just not thinking about it. And then my sister had the audacity to text my whole family this weekend and say, hey, does anyone know when we're getting together this summer for our like weekly summer weekend or yearly summer weekend? And I was like, dude, it's February. Can we like relax on this a little bit? So yeah, it's been a fun weekend. You know, we had a long one, but we're good. And we are back to the normalcy of the week and breathing. So can't complain. Good. Are you all ready for your trip and packed, or where are we at with
definitely
preparations?
No, you know me. Of course I'm not packed. Of course I don't even have my suitcase out.
Oh boy.
No, I did. I ran some errands on Saturday. So I had like errands I had to run, like makeup refills, and like I grabbed a pair of like sandals from Target and like whatever. So I did a little bit of running around. Did a little bit of shopping Saturday. Yesterday I did like a bunch of chores. So I vacuumed and mopped and did all my laundry. And I had ordered a couple of new like just like casual like midi dresses for this trip because I know we're going out to dinner a couple of nights. And so I ordered a couple of those and they came in. I got a couple from Target, a couple from Amazon, and I wanted to wash them all before we left. So I washed them all yesterday and hung them up to air dry. So everything's clean. So I like have, and I got most of my laundry done. I did my sheets. I painted my toes, shaved my legs.
Wow.
Cause that's a feat for me in winter.
It's tough.
In February, that's a job.
Long. Yeah.
So I did that yesterday. So I got like a lot of good, like just chore stuff done yesterday. And I still have to pack. So, that'll be fun.
Yep.
But yeah, you know, no,
that is
of course
what
I'm
it
not
is.
packed.
But
like this trip that we're going on is very, I don't know. I guess kind of loosely planned the same way that your Florida trip is. Like we know one day we're going on a boat.
Ooh,
and that's all we have planned. Yep. We're going on a boat one day. And then I don't know what else. Like we fly in, my husband and I get in a couple hours before my parents do. And they have the keys to the condo. So guess I'm just going to be hanging out at the airport for a few hours. Right? I don't know. It's just one of those things that's like, you know, I don't know. Yeah, we'll figure it out. It'll be fine. So we don't really have any plans. I know my mom ordered 2 snorkels and 2 goggles off of Amazon.
Oh boy. Okay.
So my mom will be putting snorkels and goggles into her suitcase.
Honestly, I love snorkeling.
Yeah. So we've got some snorkels.
Yep.
And we're going on a boat one day. Yeah. You know what? Where we're going, the Cayman Islands, has this like, I think it's called like Stingray Point or something, or like Stingray Bay or something. And it's like a bunch of wild stingrays. Like you take some food out there and it's like all these wild stingrays that come up. And it's like, they've just been trained to know that like the humans are going to give them food. So just like rub up against them and they'll give you food and stuff. Stingrays terrify me.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Steve Irwin.
Is that what happened?
Yes. I'm pretty sure.
Don't touch the tail. The tail is a stinger.
Well, that's not my goal, but I think they do it when they're like angry at you.
So I did that type of like free for all stingray feeding where you take a boat and you just like get in the water and they swim around you.
Yeah.
I remember it being like was it deeper water where like they swim below you? They're in like their fins will like kind of touch you a little bit.
I've watched a lot of TikTok videos about this place I'm going. Those puppies are
and they just go right up to you.
Oh, right up on you.
You'll be fine. Like I think you'll be fine. Don't piss them off.
Well, I hope not to.
Interesting. That'll be really fun though. I think there's something about being in the water to me that is so. Water is like the most relaxing isn't a strong enough word. It's just the perfect element of like grounding you to me. Like people say go stand on grass. For me, it's like float in water. Go like lay in a body of water and like float on your back and all will be healed in your world. So just be a mermaid. Like just be one with the stingrays and just they don't have stingers. Just tell yourself that and don't touch the tails.
That's my thing. I'm like, maybe they don't. Like, I know that at like aquariums
it's a bit
and stuff.
On the back. It's like the little small part on the end of their tail.
I'm looking up stingrays right now. Yeah. Because I'm just.
Oh, look. There are approximately 1,500 stingray stings in the United States every year. And it says,
great.
So make sure the pine is completely. You can use hot water to remove here. Oh. Okay, listen. Stings usually occur when swimmers or divers accidentally step on a stingray, but a human is less likely to be stung by simply brushing against the stinger. So if it brushes you, I think you're okay. It's like the pointy end of it. The tail spine. I think there's a lot of big words here that I would not say properly.
Yeah, I just...
Look at the anatomy of them. Anatomy of a stingray. Okay, well, I don't want to see its bones. Where's the stinger? Where is the stinger on a stingray?
It's on like the tail, I think.
Yes.
I need to get off of the internet. I need to stop looking at pictures. I'm just going to freak myself out more.
Here it is. It's in the middle. So their
the
tail
tail
is like, let's say it's a couple feet long. It's like halfway through it.
Yeah.
Just let them be. Just be one with the ocean and it's just swimming by. Yeah. Just be one with the ocean. Yes. That is my biggest piece of advice.
I am Moana.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. But apparently we're doing that and I'm a little bit scared.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it as much as you can.
So that's all we have planned, really. And we'll see how it goes. We aren't staying at like an all-inclusive resort or anything. We're staying at a condo.
That's great.
So we're going to like have to go get groceries and stuff. So it's going to be interesting. I will say I was texting with my mom today about like cell phone service because I a part of me is like disconnect. You don't need your cell phone service, which I think like I'm pretty good about not like being on my phone a whole lot. You want to know though, my parents are so bad about being on their phones. Like we'll be sitting at a restaurant and they are like the biggest culprits of scrolling. And like while we're all sitting at a table together, my stepdad especially, like he's real bad. So this
he is. You know what? That's funny. I definitely can like envision him on his phone, like scrolling on his phone.
He's so bad. He's so bad about it. And my mom,
he has like a lot of friends though. I feel like he's like he has so many friends that he has a lot to catch up on.
Yeah, and my mom will be like, "Get off your phone. Get off your phone. Put your phone down." And he's like, "I'm just texting so and so back. Right. I'm just getting back to so and so. Well, so and so just sent me this message, and I'm just getting back to him." And it's. But it's always like scrolling on Facebook. Right. But no, he does. He has a lot of like, he does a lot of like communicating with people. Like he's a communicator and he's always talking with people much more than I am.
He's very, he's like a very sweet man and very, I don't even know how to describe it, but it makes sense. It checks out.
He's on his phone a lot. And so I don't know what they're going to do about service. I think the way that it is like working with my mom and I, at least, is that because I'm still on my mom's phone plan, we have like a certain amount of like through Verizon, like international days built up
Yeah.
where you like once you use your international days, like we have 24 days built up of our, like free international plan.
Oh, nice.
And then if you go over those 12 days, it's like $12 or it's $11 a day.
Oh,
or something like that. So we won't go over because we're only going to be there for 5 days or 6 days or whatever. So it'll be good.
Wi-Fi though.
Yeah. The thing is though, we're not going to be at like a resort. So like we aren't going to have.
if the condo has it or not.
Right. I'm sure the condo will have Wi-Fi, but like when we're inside the condo.
Right.
You know, like we're probably not going to be in the condo much.
Right. I would just say forget about it. Leave your phone there.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think because like this island is like you call a cab and like we're going to have to like figure out a way to get to the grocery store and to like go get coffees and stuff. Like I think it'll be nice to have our phones for like directions and calling cabs and that sort of thing. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't know.
Fun.
It'll be fine.
You know what's funny?
But no, I'm excited.
You should be. I think it sounds amazing. So you bring up scrolling on phones and how parents are like the worst at it. And I don't know about you, but my parents were very strict when we were in like high school about not using a phone at the dinner table. Or if we were scrolling, my dad was like, who are you talking to? What's so exciting on your phone? Who are you talking to? What are you doing?
Even if it wasn't at the dinner table, like I'd just be on my phone and my mom would be like, get off your phone.
Right.
What do you get off your phone? You don't need to be on your phone.
Who are you talking? Who's so important?
She'd be like, socialize. You don't need to be on your phone. She would all the time be like, go socialize. You don't need to be on your phone.
Right. And now I swear my mom does not put her phone down.
Yeah.
Ever. And today I was at their house for dinner and within like every time I'm with my mom, she gets at least one phone call. She is always yapping on the phone. And like she loves to talk. Good communicator. Talks to a lot of people. But like she is always on the phone. And I was like, Mom, I just got here. Hang up. Don't you want to talk to me? And they're always on their phone. They were always yelling at us about our phones. And now I feel like that generation is addicted to their phones.
1,000%.
They're playing games. They're scrolling Facebook. My mom is super into Poshmark and whatnot now. She is
really? You got her onto whatnot?
Dude, my mom is like a Poshmark queen. I don't know what she does, but she goes on Poshmark shows and she always has something that she bought from Poshmark. And she's like watching people's lives and bidding on stuff on whatnot. She gave my daughter a Barbie today that she was like, I got it for $2 on whatnot. I was like, Mom, that's going to be a problem real fast because that's how my whatnot addiction started. Was my first $2 win. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, she has a whole closet, like storage tub full of just like Poshmark junk that she's gotten. And it's just laughable because our parents
love
are
that
us.
for her.
And
I love that for her. Can I tell you something so Sky Cards, right? Where you like catch the planes. So when my parents were here, it's about 3 weeks ago, I think that they came to visit. They were here. Near the end of our trip, it was like the last day they were here. My husband and I showed my parents the Sky Cards app and we were talking to them about Sky Cards and they both downloaded it. I popped open Sky Cards. My mom is the same level as me.
Oh my gosh.
In 3 weeks, she has gotten to level 22. She has been catching planes. Like, she has been catching planes and taking names. I'm like, mother. So I didn't even say anything to her, but I looked at it today and I was like, are you kidding me? That is hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
So she's been catching all the planes.
I'm not surprised. I feel like she is really good at like games like that. Didn't she beat Candy Crush?
Oh, I don't think you can beat Candy Crush, but she was like level 4,000 in Candy Crush. But you want to know what? Okay, I say that, but then like she was like level 4,000 in Candy Crush, which I think is harder. But if I go look at my Tetris, I have to re-download it because I haven't played it in a long time. I didn't even have it on this phone. So that is growth. That shows you how much I haven't been on my phone because Tetris is like my like scrolling game that they updated it too. What? Anywho, let me see. On Tetris, I am level. Welcome back. Thank you, Tetris. It's loading.
That's what I do when I log into Pokemon Go every so often. I have to re-download everything.
Yeah.
and look through all my levels.
How does Tetris take this long to load?
There's a lot to it.
What do I need to close out the app and reopen it? Come on. So I think I take after my mom with the like becoming obsessed with like a game. Okay, there we go. I got in. I am level.
Oh boy.
Drum roll, please. 2,236 in Tetris. Level 2,000.
That's impressive.
236.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
In Tetris.
But it's not like the normal where they like fall down.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't even know how to apply it.
I'm like, what kind of Tetris is this?
It's not like where they fall down and it's like time sensitive.
Oh.
No, yeah, it is. It is, but it's not as stressful as the other ones. Okay. I think, in my opinion.
I think Tetris is stressful.
No, Tetris is stressful. This one isn't as stressful in my opinion because you know how like in Tetris where over time, like now I'm playing the like quicker or like the more time passes, the quicker they fall. Mm-hmm. And that's what gets stressful. This doesn't. So like they fall at like a glacial pace.
Amazing. Oh my
See
gosh.
That's moving.
Yeah, can you
glacially.
Speed it up at all?
Right. Yeah. You can like tap to turn it, put it where you want it, and then you just slide down.
Got it. Okay.
So you like place it, slide.
Interesting.
So like this is what I do on the couch when I'm like watching TV. Obviously I haven't been doing it lately. I've been good and like I don't, but
that's so interesting.
Yeah, lately I've been like needle pointing.
There's not been like many phone games that I've been really successful at. Actually, I beat Angry Birds, but that was forever ago. I beat Angry Birds, like the original stuff.
Yeah. I remember playing a lot of Angry Birds in like 2015 when we were on our study abroad because it was a game that I could play offline because we didn't have cell phone service when we were there.
Yes. There was another one that I really liked. It's called Tiny Tower. And you get this like tower and you just build floors to it. And it could be like a restaurant or whatever. And you get new tenants that can work places and they have different attributes. It's almost like a Tamagotchi, but you build a tower.
Okay.
And it takes like 12 hours for it to stack and like build the new restaurant, whatever. And I really like Tiny Tower. But the only other one that I really like is Crossy Road, where it's like, what's that?
We played that.
The Frogger.
We played Crossy Road senior year of college. Like I specifically remember Crossy Road came out when we were in our senior year and we would like, I remember sitting in bed playing Crossy Road while I was watching Gossip Girl.
Yes. Yeah. And that game I really like, but I have to like focus in a certain way if I want to advance and do well. Otherwise I just fail every single time. But those are like, I feel like if I ever want to play a phone game, I re-download those and then I have to start over. But I don't like, there's nothing else that I've liked.
The thing with me for phone games is I don't like games that you have to like think. So like Crossy Road was too much thinking for me. Yeah. Like I like a game that I don't have to think when I do it. And that's what I think has been really good for me. So like that Tetris, I'm just so mindless. Like I can be so tuned in to the TV and not even like focus on what I'm doing on my phone. And I think that's why I like it so much is because it's one of those things that I don't have to pay attention to a lot, you know?
Totally. It makes sense.
And it's not like time sensitive and it's not like high pressure. So I think that's why I like the things that I like, the games that I have played. But I do think I was doing a little bit of research and I haven't locked down, but I've gotten a good couple of like suggestions and I need to do more research on Mahjong. For the phone.
Have you played it all or have you done?
No.
Okay.
Nothing.
I was going to say, I haven't looked into anything, but at some point maybe we'll play.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll try.
We just got to we got to take a chance on one of the apps and just try.
So the day after we talked about it, I got so many ads on like my Facebook. It was like scrolling and it would be like just random websites. It just was like the Amazon of Maj stuff, right? There was stuff advertised here and there. There were so many different games and I got so overwhelmed. I was like, my phone's listening to me and this is too much. So I was scrolling by it and now I don't see them as much. But in those few ads, I noticed that there were a lot of different ways to play. And I was like, I don't know how I'm supposed to pick one. I don't know what is the one.
I know, it's overwhelming.
It is. And I was like, I'm not ready for that. Not ready. But the phone games, okay, maybe I should no, Tetris isn't good for me. Maybe I should re-download Tiny Tower and play something. I'm looking at the games on my phone to see if I even have any of them. Crossy Road is on Crossy Road, Tiny Tower, Pocket Camp. Can I still play that? Pocket. Okay, it's still up. Crossy Road, Tiny Tower, Pocket Camp.
I think it was like you had to pay $9.99 for it.
Oh, I think I did.
And then you got it for permanently, and then you have everything in the game, and otherwise you can't download it anymore or something. I don't remember what it was.
And then Pokemon Go and Webkins. Those are my games.
I love
That's my game folder on here. Okay, well, enough about phone games. I want to hear, you were telling me a little bit earlier about a movie. Did you go see more movies this weekend?
Did. Shocker.
Okay,
I went to see 2 movies. So Friday night we went and Friday night we wanted to go see this movie Dracula. But it was full. The theater was completely full and there were no seats. So we were like, okay, well, swerve. So we ended up booking tickets for Saturday night for Dracula, but then we were like, we still want to go to the movie, so let's just pick a different movie. So we went and saw Mercy, which has Chris Pratt in it.
Ooh.
And it was really good. I surprisingly liked it. It was like, Mercy was good. It was about like a police officer, I guess, like in the future who is accused of murdering his wife. Oh. And he is claiming his innocence, but essentially it's like he has to prove his innocence to an AI judge, because like in the future there was no like human judges, no human juries, but it's like all AI. So he was like, he had 90 minutes to sit there and prove to this AI judge that he was innocent of this murder, or
like
he was
didn't do
executed.
It, right?
Yeah. So it was like and it was great. It ended up being like a murder mystery, like it's like him proving that he didn't do it, but like who did do it. And he's got like all of the like tools at his disposal from like the internet and then this like futuristic world that they were living in. So it was actually good. It was actually better than I thought it would be. It's scary, but I think it is. No. The movie itself isn't scary. It's like scary thinking of like that being a reality. And I think that the movie really highlighted the importance of like human gut feelings. Yeah. You know, and like you can't always lead like the whole point of it was like the AI was like, well, that's not fact. And he was like you can't explore avenues that aren't fact. And he was like, I have a gut feeling about this, and so I need to explore this. And then like he follows his gut and like he gets facts, but like his gut led him a certain way. And so it's just like, I think it really spoke to like the importance of humanity in certain processes. Yeah. So it was interesting. And I thought it was really good. An unexpected like for us. So we like left, like the movie ended. It's always so funny. Like the credits start rolling and my husband and I look at each other and he goes, so what did you think? And I was like, I liked it. And he was like, I did too. And sometimes like the iron lung, he looked at me and he goes, so what'd you think? And I said, I don't know what we just watched. You know, like it's not always like I liked it. But it was good. And then Saturday night we went and saw Dracula. And let me tell you, I loved it. Dracula.
I'm looking this up too. Mm-hmm.
It's obviously Dracula, the vampire, right?
Yeah.
But it tells the story of Dracula and like how he came to be Dracula. And the original novel was written by Bram Stoker. And it's like really old. But I didn't really realize like I don't think you'll probably go see it, but I'm not gonna, well, I guess I'll spoil parts of it, but it's not like spoily because it's like in the trailers. But the way that like he becomes Dracula is that he is this like prince living back in like the medieval times. He's like a prince and he marries this like girl. And so he's the prince and she's like the princess because they get married, whatever. And she gets killed. And he swears off religion, and because he used to be like really religious, I guess, and
Yeah.
you know, believe in God and stuff. And then this happened, and he denounced God and became a vampire.
Yeah.
And so then he was like stuck being a vampire, and just like it was like, you're gonna live forever, and you're gonna spend the rest of your life searching for your lost love. And the girl who is his like love interest in the movie, like the actress looks just like Lily Collins.
Oh.
Like if you look up, let me see if you can like just type in Dracula 2020. It's either 2025 or 2026.
It's I have it here. I just need to find like an article. Let's see.
The actress who plays, yeah, that's not it. I don't know what that is.
I'll just type Dracula movie cast. How about that? Let's go with the cast.
Yeah, some of these don't look right. Dracula 2026. Maybe it's 2025. Because they're all so the actress's name is Zoe Blue, but Bleu, like blue cheese blue.
Yes.
And for the longest time, I thought it was Lily Collins.
Yeah, she does look like her a lot.
I was like, this is Emily in Paris.
Yeah. She sure does look like her.
Anyway, it wasn't, but it ended up being such a good movie. It was like a love story. Yeah. And I think that's why I liked it so much, because it felt like a fantasy romance novel. Like, and I'm like rooting for like the bad guys, and I want them to be able to like run away together and like go live happily ever after. And so it was really good. It was much more like romance heavy than I thought it would be. But I think that is why I liked it so much more than I expected to.
Amazing.
It wasn't scary.
Okay.
But it was like a dark, vampire-y movie.
You're really making me want to get a movie pass.
Dude,
all these movies you're saying, I'm just like, I want to see that. That's not like the ones that you like. I just want you to tell me which movies I should or should not go see.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up right now. It's $9.95 a month at like theaters near me to do
not bad.
A movie, unlimited movie pass.
Yeah.
And it allows you to watch one 2D movie per day.
Yeah.
At participating theaters.
That'd be perfect.
So
I only go to 2D movies. I don't like 3D movies. I don't.
Right.
They're uncomfy.
Not 40. Who needs a gym membership when you can pay for an unlimited movie pass?
Dude,
am I right?
It's so nice. It's been so fun. I mean, we've been going like twice a week. And tickets are usually like $15 a piece. So it's like go to 2 movies and it pays for it. And we've been doing 2 a week. I spent
$30. It was $17 for my daughter and I to go for our tickets. And then it was $27 for our snacks. Mm-hmm. So it was a $50 movie trip for my daughter and I to go see SpongeBob SquarePants. It's expensive. If I can pay $9 and you even go one time.
And then we did, like I said, my movie theater had like the Super Saver like snack thing where like you get popcorn half off. So our popcorn, the movies are obviously paid for in our membership. And then the popcorn is like $5.
Okay.
And then we take our own waters. We fill up, we just take water bottles and take water. And
bring my own candy.
Because I'm not getting a soda every time. Exactly. I throw a bag of candy in my purse. I have my water in my backpack or in my purse. And then we buy a popcorn.
That's what I'm going to do it. Here's
so it's like $5.
There's the Billie Eilish movie. Did that come out today?
Ooh, I don't know.
Last week? That movie I want to see, Wuthering Heights, is soon. Tell me what you think about this. You don't like scary movies, but for some reason, I'm really drawn to this and I really want to see it. Have you seen the previews or the trailer for Scream 7?
I haven't seen it in the theaters at all, but there's one coming out
February 27th and it looks good. It looks so good. It looks so terrifying.
Can I just say, I have for my whole life, and I think I just figured this out this weekend, realized that Scream is not the same as the scary movies. Wait, what? Like, Scary Movie 3, Scary Movie 4. I we went and saw Send Help,
Scary
which was a
yes.
horror comedy.
Mhm.
And I said to my husband, I was like, yeah, I don't know that I'm really into the like horror comedy genre as a whole. Like it's not something I connect with a whole lot nor enjoy.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, like the Scream movies. And my husband was like, you're thinking of Scary Movie. And I was like,
Yes.
oh, because Scream is actually scary.
Yes.
But Scary Movie is not actually scary.
Those are like the comedy ones. Yes.
Got it. Yeah.
Yes.
So Scream's actually scary. I don't know if I'd like it. I don't know.
Okay. So Scream, take this with a grain of salt because we're on Spicy Book Talk. Masked villains.
Mhm.
Scream is Ghostface,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Yes, that's who Scream is. It's the Ghostface man.
Yeah.
I'm
I
just
can
gonna
picture
leave it
it.
at that.
Like with the
Yeah.
mouth like wide open, like it's like a black hood with like a white face.
Yes.
I can picture it because like I think my brother my little brother when we were kids had a Scream mask that he was for Halloween one year, except it had this little like pump that you could like squeeze and like
Yes.
blood would come down. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know I think every brother in North America probably had that mask because I'm pretty sure my brother did that too.
Yeah, it was like it had this little like pump you would hold in your hand and you would like squeeze it and like blood would run down and then you could just like keep pumping it and eventually the like blood dried up.
Right. Yeah. So this is actually a scary movie and scary movies scare me and I think that's why I like them.
Yeah.
I would love to see this movie with you because it would be fun. But in the preview, it's terrifying. I mean, he's like chasing this mom and her daughter who's like our age through a house. And the scariest part is they were hiding. This is all previews. I'm not spoiling anything. The movie's not even out. They were hiding behind the wall, but he could hear them behind the wall and they're stuck behind like the wood of the wall and the drywall. And he just starts going at the wall where they're stuck. Like they can't move. And it looks terrifying. And I feel like I have to see it. I cannot go see that alone. My husband will have no interest in it, but I really want to see this movie.
Take my husband with you.
Oh, yeah, sure. Does he want to catch a flight to come see a movie with me?
We'll just do a quadruple date. You and Mr. Teddy go to one movie, and I'll go with your husband to another movie.
Honestly, that would probably work best. I would be terrified, but I really want to see that movie. So there's a few in February that I would like to see because that's like the last day of the month. So maybe I should get a pass.
You know what cracked me up? We were at the theater the other day and there was a guy sitting next to my husband who he got a large popcorn. Halfway through the movie, that large popcorn bucket gone. He ate the whole thing and then he went and refilled it, which like props to you, dude. Like take advantage of that because the large popcorns are free refills. Yeah. But my husband looked over at me and was like, could he munch his popcorn any louder? And it was just like such a you thing. Like he looked over and then at the end, he's like, well, the movie would have been so much better if that guy wasn't chewing his popcorn so loud next to me. He's like, through the whole movie, munch, 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 munch. And I was like, yep.
Yes. Absolutely noticed. Hated it. I would have glared at the guy the whole movie. Like,
I know. Shh. Well, luckily it was like me, my husband, and then the guy. So I wasn't sitting next to him. My husband, and I've never heard my husband get annoyed at like a popcorn or like chewing sounds before, but this guy got to him and he was like, that guy.
I get frustrated with my husband at the theaters because he wants to share one popcorn and he has big hands. Okay. He's a big guy.
Your husband with popcorn?
It's disgusting. Like it's absurd.
Yes.
He takes his whole hand and just shoves the whole hand in a bucket.
Wrist to fingertips. Like
I'm talking every palm of his hand through the tips and all parts of his hands are covered in popcorn butter. And he takes the whole hand and shoves it into a wide open mouth.
The whole handful.
Dude, pointer finger and thumb, grab one little half of one piece, pop it in your mouth. enjoy it. Stop. So we're through previews and we're halfway done through our popcorn.
I literally, I was cracking up because you guys went and saw a movie recently and you hadn't even gotten through the previews yet. And you sent like a picture of him. And I was like, how is your popcorn almost gone already? What do you mean? You're not even started the previews yet. And then you sent me a video of your husband eating popcorn. And I was like, yes, okay, that's why. No, I reach in, I grab like 2 or 3 kernels at a time. Like I grab like 2 or 3 things of popcorn, like pieces of popcorn at a time. And then I usually wipe my hand on my little napkin. And then I wait. And then I grab 3 more. Yeah.
No, he's like, and I told him before the movie started, I was like, you're going to go get a refill, right? And he was like, no. And he was like, I don't need it. He just wants to enjoy it and be done. I'm like, I want it the whole movie.
I need to pick the whole movie. Yes. But also, he eats all the good buttery stuff off the top, and then you're left with all the dry stuff.
I literally, word for word, I was like, you need to go take that back and get half of it like re-buttered. And he did. He did. I swear to you, he did.
Okay, good.
But like, he has it, he eats it, he's done. And I'm like, well, what about me? What about me now? No, I want popcorn. I need popcorn this whole time.
The whole movie. I want to be like, I'm always like, I have my popcorn bucket sitting there next to me. And I also have my little candy on my little tray.
Yes.
And so 10 minutes might go by and then I'm like, I want a candy. I want a peanut M&M.
Right. Like I want to forget about my candy for a little bit.
Yep. And then I go, ooh, that was pretty good. Now I think I need some salty. And I'll like reach in and grab a couple little bits of popcorn. And then I'll be good. And then 5 minutes will pass by and I'm like, popcorn again. And so I just like, I graze very lightly throughout the entire thing. I am not like, hork it down. I'm done.
Right. I'm the same. I probably like would go through a good bit and want a refill. Like I would be a refill. I think like maybe toward middle of the movie. I don't know. I would do a refill if I felt like getting up.
Yeah.
But to me, I think 60%, maybe 65% of the excitement of going to a movie is the snack and like is the experience of sitting in a comfy seat in the dark, eating good snacks.
It's the experience. Yeah.
Yeah. So he ruins it. I'd prefer to go alone. I prefer to eat my snacks in peace because he won't let me get my own popcorn because it costs like $15 for a tub. But sharing with him, it's a fight. It's a fight every time.
I can't even imagine.
No,
I take back what I said about you and my husband going to a movie and me going with him because I don't want to share popcorn with him.
No, if we ever do that, we're all just getting our own popcorn and we're going to know that we are getting our own popcorn and just leave it at that. Don't share popcorn with my husband ever. If anyone's in this situation, no.
My husband's a good popcorn sharer. He's not terrible. Yeah.
Good. I feel like whatever. Him and we could go see the movie. We'd be fine. We'll figure it out. We'll probably, I feel like my husband, your husband and I annoy each other sometimes. Like I think we get in little tiffs here and there sometimes. So I feel like I could see us fighting over popcorn a little bit or like fighting over something.
I feel like the tiffs that you guys have are because you guys have like a very brother-sister relationship because of like how close all of us are.
Yeah.
And so it's like you love him and he absolutely loves you, but it's like you guys annoy each other like a brother and sister would annoy each other.
Seriously. Like I just want to flick him in the head sometimes. He pisses me off sometimes, but I love him to death. So I get it. So yeah, that's more movie stuff. We go through these phases, I feel like, where we talk about something for like a month or 2 months straight. And then we get like this new excitement. Like we're going to learn Maj one day and we'll talk about it for like 4 weeks straight.
1,000%. Like,
right?
Do you remember the podcast episode where we talked about pens for like an hour?
Yeah.
We talked about pens for an hour.
It was like journals for 4 months. And pen, the one where we've been talking about pens.
Like, I'm not off my journaling kick. Like, I'm not. No. I do it every day. Absolutely love it. Like, I'm having so much fun with it. I will say I am so tempted, and I can't spend this money. I'm not going to, but I so badly want a Pilot Vanishing Point in Extra Fine. I want a Pilot Vanishing Point. Like, I want the matte black Pilot Vanishing Point. And but I'm not spending that much money on it. But they just write so nice.
I've heard everyone who has ever used that pen, I've only heard great things. Like when I see ranking my fountain pens in my collection, that one is always like the favorite or high on the list. So I think if you're still loving the hobby and you're still doing it, like to me, that's worth it because you're going to use it and you'll use it every single day. So to me,
I will. And I will say,
it.
I have been rocking my Pilot Kakuno for so long. And I think the reason I'm like stuck on this vanishing point is because I know that I really like a Pilot extra fine.
Exactly. So do it. Absolutely do it then, because you're writing with the Kakunos. Get yourself the nice one. Like, I think that to me, that is worth it. You've done your like research. You put in the time to understand what pens do you really like? What style do you really like? Buy it. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that makes something worth it, worth an investment, even if it is pricier than what you want.
I know it is. We'll see. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's on my list. I'm maybe I'll run to like the fountain pen store and see if they have like, I doubt they have a tester of the pen.
I'm sure they would.
But,
or one you could try. Like, I'm almost certain a fountain pen store would let you try a pen, like that pen specifically, before you pay for it. You know what I mean?
I would hope. Yeah.
I think so. I mean, I think it's worth it. Get something you really love. The journaling has been going good though. I'm proud of us. I feel like it's been a month and a half now. And like the habit's done. Like, it's there. It is part of my routine. It's part of something I think about every single day. And I know we really hyperfixated on it back in like August. We really started talking about it. But it's been going good. And I feel like when we started talking about it, yes, we talked about pens for hours, and then we were like at stationery stores and buying stuff. And now it's finally time to like use the things.
Oh,
and
1,000%.
Like dive into it. And it's been really enjoyable. So that's still there. I think this all started because we were talking about movies, but like that's where we're at right now. You know, so there's always like, I see these trends of like,
no, there's trends. And I will say, like, I'm also like, I know with the movie stuff, like the rate at which I am seeing movies right now is not sustainable. Like, I know that life is going to change, you know, like
for sure.
I might have kids one day. I might go through an era of like, maybe I'm really hyper fixated on something else. And like, I don't want to go to the movie as much, but like we signed up for this movie pass for 3 months and we like did like a 3-month commitment. And we said, if we like the first 3 months and we want to keep doing it, we'll keep doing it. But I also like, I'm enjoying it for what it is right now. Yeah. And I'm taking advantage of what it is right now. And because I like going so much, I'm like, heck yeah, do it. Go for it. Keep going. Yes. So I'm not like, I feel like I'm approaching this hyperfixation, understanding that it is a hyperfixation and that I'm not gonna like sustain this level of attendance permanently. Yeah. However, I'm just like enjoying it for what it is right now and going as much as I can as I'm still enjoying it as much as I am.
Totally. And I think that's what like any hobby, in my opinion, starts as like a hyperfixation. Like the journaling stuff. We've always liked that, but like we got we started talking about it more and like it became a big thing for us, but we're still sticking to it. Like that became a huge, huge hobby or just like part of our days at this point. It's part of our routine. Or I relate it to like sourdough in my mind. I loved it for like a couple months and then I just do it here and there now. You know, so like it's still there. I just don't do it as often.
I think hyperfixation sometimes get like a bad rap, you know? Yeah. Where it's like, oh yeah, how was that hyperfixation? Like I feel like sometimes people look down on it, like you're just hyperfixating on this, like you'll get over it soon. And I don't like that. You know, let me. If there's something I get really passionate about and really excited about for a couple of months and then I forget about it, I learned a lot. You know, I learned something new. I learned something that later in life I can always come back to. I really enjoyed the time that I spent doing that thing. And it's just, I think it gets a bad rap. And I don't like when people poo-poo on it, you know? Right. Now, am I being defensive because I'm an ADHD girly with a lot of hyperfixations? Yes. But I just, you know, like I think my needle pointing is such a good example of it too. Like I am still absolutely loving needlepoint. I'm having so much fun with it. And do I right now think it's something that I will probably sustain the rest of my life? I hope so.
Right.
You know, like, will I go through phases of doing it more and doing it less? Probably.
Right.
But it's something that I have learned. It's a skill that I have learned. It's something I can do with my hands to like keep me busy while I'm doing something else. It's soothing. It's like power washing sort of.
Yep.
And I really am glad that I've learned it, and I'm glad that it's like a skill that I, feel like I have now. And
yes.
same with the sourdough. Like, you might go through eras of like, I fed my sourdough starter yesterday and put it in the fridge. I haven't baked a loaf of sourdough in like 6 months.
Yeah.
But like, she's still kicking, you know?
Right.
And it's like, I'm not in that like hyperfixation at the moment, but it's still a skill I have, and I can tap into it when I want to tap into it.
Exactly. And you can't know if you're going to love something until you try it. And some people just dive right in. Like, I don't know how to dive into something without, like, I can't dip a toe in the water. I have to dive in. Like, I have to get into it to know if I like it. And I think that's fine. Like, I think that's okay. I think
where some of the bad rap could come is like the amount of money you spend on something. And so as long as it fits in your personal budget and you are doing something that is reasonable for you, that's okay.
Totally. Did I spend too much money on pens and journals last year? Absolutely. But like, I'm using it all now. It's all good. I've got everything I need.
Yeah.
Sure. But that was the past. Those I learned from mistakes. So like,
here
we're
I am
good.
Talking myself out of an expensive fountain pen.
Listen,
but but it's not a hyperfixation. It's something that I've actually, it's a habit that I have sustained, that I have maintained.
That's why I think it's so smart. And like, that's why I support that purchase. I was very impulsive. I am not impulsive like I was before. Okay. I have somehow changed my brain chemistry, and I was impulsive and I bought myself the expensive pen that I wanted. And I shouldn't have at the time, but I did.
What one is it?
The Pelican fountain pen that I saw with you at your store.
That's right. Yep.
I have never loved a pen more. I use this every day.
Really?
I am obsessed. And my husband, I don't know if I sent you a picture of it. My husband got me the one I wanted for my birthday. The green one.
Good.
Like the dream one. Yeah. And I think I sent you a picture of this. But they sit in front of me every day. They're my favorite pens. And I'm like, at some point, maybe there's another color that I'll want to get down the line, but I know I love them and I know I'm going to use them every single day, and I get excited. Some days I don't feel like writing anything down, but I know that I would just want to feel my pen in my hand, like feel how it feels to write with it.
You're making me want to get this pen, dang it.
That's what I'm so serious. Sometimes if you just pair the pen with the right ink and you love it, sometimes I just write like absolute junk simply so I can use the pen, because I just love the feeling of it on this paper. So I think that if it's something that you've committed to and you spend your time with, like, that is worth the money. You only live once. If you love something, it's not a hyperfixation at this point. Like, it's something you love. I support it. I'm not saying go buy it right now, but I am saying maybe like highly consider it, or just like add it to a cart and accidentally hit checkout because you deserve it and you're thinking about it. That's my 2 cents. It's really awful. Maybe don't take my advice, but
no, we'll see. We'll see. I definitely want it, but I'm just, I think I'm going to give myself, because I'm like traveling over the next week. I'm like, well, I'm not going to order anything now anyway, because it'll be delivered while I'm not home. So it gives me some more time to think about it,
Give yourself time, but I mean, you're going to be thinking about it. So just like find the one you want, like find the color you want, or whatever it is, find the ink you want to add to it, and just have your cart ready, and then just say, okay, it's time. It's almost Valentine's Day too. Maybe that could be like your Valentine's Day gift to yourself.
I'm going to say, I'm definitely not telling my husband I want this pen, because he would look at the price and be like, not a chance.
Fair.
This has got to be a gift to myself.
100%. It's Valentine's Day next weekend. You know what I do want to get for myself? It comes out tomorrow, actually. And so I need to remember to get this. But Jellycat is releasing their spring drops. And so the Sky Dragon keychain releases tomorrow. And I mean, now that when the podcast comes out, it'll already be released, but I really want to order that keychain for myself. And granted, it's a $30 keychain. But I've wanted a dragon one for a long time. So that is going to be my...
You love that dragon.
I do love that thing. It's going to be my Valentine's Day gift to myself. And I'm just preparing for it. I just don't know what time it's going to drop.
Oh, you don't?
I don't know if it's like 10 a.m. or I need to look at the time.
Yeah, you do.
But I'm excited. I'm excited about that. And now I'm looking. They emailed everyone about it, but I don't know. I just need to pay attention to it so it doesn't sell out. So
that'll be fun. That'll be fun.
You know?
Okay. I'm going off topic here, but I have to tell you about something that I'm super excited about. And I don't know if you know about.
Ooh.
So did you ever read the Gossip Girl books?
No.
Okay. But you know Gossip Girl is based off of a book series?
Yes.
Okay. So Cicely von Ziegesar, I don't know how to say her last name. Cicely is the author, right?
Let me look.
So she don't look anything up. Tut. Okay. I'm telling you.
Okay, stopping, exiting out.
She just announced that she is writing a new standalone book. I don't know if it's a standalone, but she's starting a spin-off of Gossip Girl called Blair. And so she's currently writing a book called Blair that takes place 20 years after the original Gossip Girl novel. The premise of this book is that Blair Waldorf will be in her 40s, returning to New York City to climb her way back to the top of the Upper East Side food chain. And so it's a book, but right? I'm so glad you didn't know.
What? No, yeah. I had no idea.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry. What?
And so she's going to write a book. It's Blair is just like the title, I think, right now. And it's going to be about Blair as an adult, like climbing the New York City, like food chain.
Oh my gosh.
But what I think that like a lot of the articles that I've seen and people like talking about it and like getting excited about it is that like if they do decide to turn this into like a TV show, our Blair, like the actress, what's her name? Leighton Meester is gonna be in her like late 30s, early 40s when like that could take place. So like she would be the perfect age to reprise her role as Blair Waldorf if this does, when the book is published, if it gets picked up as like a TV show.
Right.
Wouldn't that be great?
I wonder if she would. I wonder if she would play the role again. That would be absolutely incredible.
How cool would that be?
It would be amazing.
And in like researching this and like looking at it, I saw that obviously there was that Gossip Girl that came out a couple of years ago on like HBO Max, that like reboot.
Yes.
That was different people.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that had already been canceled. Like that had 2 seasons and then was canceled.
Yeah. Yes.
And I didn't realize it was canceled. Now, I didn't watch it. I didn't really like it because it wasn't my Gossip Girl.
Right.
Like it didn't have the same, I don't know. I just didn't like it.
Change is hard. And like, I get it. I totally get it.
But like a spinoff with Blair, that's a different story.
And now that I could get behind. My question would be, are her and Chuck Bass still together?
I don't know.
Where is Chuck Bass? Would he go back to the show? Because I would adore. They had a kid. They had kids.
They did. Yeah. Yep. So my ideal in all of this is this book comes out. It gets picked up as a TV show. Apparently the author of Gossip Girl, like Gossip Girl the TV show went beyond what the books were. So like she wrote the books, but then like the show was so successful, they continued the show beyond where the books ended.
Yeah.
And the author was like there as like a guide to help like continue the story. So she was like I don't know if she was a writer, but she was like a part of, helping guide where the story went. So I would love to see her with Chuck and their kids.
Oh my gosh.
And like just the story of like I don't know.
The kids go to Constance or whatever.
Yeah. I feel like with TV shows like this that get picked up, I never feel good about the romance of it though, because you want your like main character to have like some romance and to be like push, pull, this relationship, like you've got to have a triangle. You've got to have this like adversity. But I don't, like with Lizzie McGuire, like the Lizzie McGuire reboot, she was like single in the city, and like we all wanted her to be with Gordo, or like
Mm-hmm.
she had gotten married and then divorced. And so my fear would be that she is
The
divorced from
same thing.
Chuck.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering, like, yeah, that's exactly where my head went. Like, if he's not in the show, I don't want this like sad thing to have happened, or if something
Right.
happened to him, or if he's away on business forever or something, or if he's like living across the world because his business and empire took off or whatever. I don't want that. Like, they would be so perfect. I loved them in Gossip Girl because Chuck Bass like turned into such a gentleman, and he just was such a supporter of hers. And I feel like their romantic history is what would make me excited to watch this again as well, and like see them scheming together, and like maybe a teacher gave their kid an F and they like scheme their way together to like trick this teacher into something, or I don't know. Like, I want to see them scheme together because they're like, their connection together was
They were
chemistry.
Like,
oh,
they
it was
were
so
like
good.
The villains that you like loved.
Yes. It would be such an entertaining show. Either way, I feel like seeing a 40-year-old Blair Waldorf would be amazing, but her and Chuck would be so good. That's so exciting. When is this book coming out?
I don't know.
Do we know?
I don't know much. I think it was announced. You know, I'm like trying to think back on like what shows were super popular where there was a couple that like was always together, you know? And like Modern Family, like Claire and Phil Dunphy. Like
I never
they
saw
never
Modern
split
Family.
up. Like now, was there a bunch to it? Yeah, there was like more to the story than just those two. But like, I feel like Modern Family, like the couples were the couples, and like they stayed together, and they were so successful. And so, because like I'm just thinking of like all these shows where, you know, New Girl, Jess has like a million boyfriends, and she goes and it's like ebbs and flows, and I want a show where Chuck and Blair are together. Yeah.
1,000,000%. Literally, it just reminds me of you and I talking about Bridgerton today, where it's like, I just want to see these people together happy. Like, I'm sick of all the drama. I just kind of want to enjoy for a second. Like, stop throwing all these wrenches and things. All these shows just want so much drama and so many changes. I'm like, we're really happy right now. Can we just like have a couple episodes or a season to like enjoy and like feel good with where we're at for a second? I feel like that's what I would want for this Blair. I don't want to watch her like have to re-romance people or whatever. I just want to like, I just want a day in the life of, I don't know if she took his last name. I just want to see Blair and Chuck like living in their 40s together and see what happens. But either way, that's exciting stuff.
Yeah. So
this is cool.
I was excited about that. That was news that I was hoping that you hadn't seen so I could tell you.
I didn't see it, so I'm glad you told me because now I'm really excited. So, okay, this kind of takes me into the next thing. Demi week 2. This is week 2 now, right? So when we went into this week, one of the homework assignments was to watch Sunny with a Chance.
Yes.
And so before we talk about that, I went through this like deep dive of the good or my favorite, I should say, TV shows like around the same time. Like, why wasn't I watching Sunny with a Chance? Why haven't I seen it before? And I typed out like all the shows from 2003 to 2009-ish on like Nickelodeon, ABC Family, and Disney Channel. And it was just very interesting. We had prime television those years.
Oh,
like
absolutely.
They don't make shows the way they used to.
They don't make shows like they and we sound like such, I think, old people saying that like shows these days aren't like they used to be. But it's like, no, but seriously.
Like, we actually mean it. When did Gossip Girl first come out? Let's see. It came out in 2007. So that fits flawlessly into this algorithm. That fits perfectly. It could not be better. What channel did that debut on? Like, who aired that?
The CW.
Okay, I didn't know what that was in 2007. All right, there was no chance. Or when did 90210 air? I didn't watch the original. 90210 was a good one. So, okay, do you want to hear my list of some of my favorite shows for nostalgia purposes? Okay, so where this all began was I watched a few episodes of Sunny with a Chance. That show aired in 2009, and it was out for 3 years until 2011. That's 3 years, right? Yes, 2 years. So Sunny with a Chance was 2009. Now, I was like, okay, I relate that to like Wizards of Waverly Place, Hannah Montana, whatever. So the first show that really struck chords with me was That's So Raven.
Yep.
That was 2003. So that's kind of like our first, like, what? It's not a sitcom. What's a sitcom?
I don't know, but I think it might be a sitcom.
Like, what is the definition of definition?
A situational comedy.
You're right. Situation comedy. Situational
Really?
comedy. No, you're right. It's a genre of comedy produced for radio and television that centers on a recurring cast of characters as they navigate humorous situations in like a consistent setting. Okay, so these are all like sitcoms.
I think so. I would consider. So I went from cartoons where so like for example there was like Disney Channel. I'm looking at like a list of Disney Channel shows where like Lizzie McGuire Proud Family Proud Family, Kim Possible, like those were more cartoons where I feel like I initially hooked into those because I went from like children's stuff like I don't know. I went from more like kid things.
Yes.
Like I went from like the Blues Clues, the like that era where I stuck with the cartoons, like the Winnie the Pooh. And then I remember being a kid and being like, I don't like shows where there's real people.
Right.
Like this isn't a cartoon. And I remember being an age where I was like, I don't want to watch Even Stevens. It's not a cartoon. Where it was like that came out in like 2000. So I was still like 5-6 years old and I wanted a cartoon and not like a real life person. And because that wasn't fun for me yet.
Right.
But I agree. I think That's So Raven was one of the first. That and Lizzie McGuire.
Lizzie McGuire was earlier, yes.
Yep. So that and Lizzie McGuire were like the ones that kind of got me hooked on shows with real people in them.
Yes. And I agree. I think like good in between cartoons, I think of like My Life as a Teenage Robot or Danny Phantom and things that were more like teenage friendly, Kids Next Door, or that's where like Cartoon Network I think did a really good job.
Scooby-Doo.
A little bit.
Oh, no, Scooby-Doo was Scooby-Doo.
That might have been earlier, but Dexter's Lab and things that appealed to a large, or Courage the Cowardly Dog. That's a great one because it's too scary for kids, but it's like a cartoon.
I think Scooby-Doo was probably that for me because Scooby-Doo could be scary, but it wasn't like I wasn't watching Scooby-Doo at like 4 or 5.
Right.
But it was like a good lead in
segue. Yes. So I think leading into like Lizzie McGuire was probably like one of the first ones for us, right? That was 2001. That's So Raven came 2003. Yeah. So these are not in order. So I'm just like eyeballing where I put them. So let's jump to 2004. We get Phil of the Future, which was huge. And now this is where Nickelodeon kind of stole my heart because we had Ned's Declassified come out in 2004, but also Unfabulous. And Unfabulous was such a darn good show. You know what I forgot? Drake and Josh.
Drake and Josh was a good one.
We loved Drake and Josh in our house. 2004. This was like when it got good. Okay. Yeah. Drake and Josh. That's a great one. So that's 2004, just to paint a picture. Now 2005 happens. We get Sweet Life of Zach and Cody starts. They're babies. These boys are babies at this point, okay?
Sweet Life of Zach and Cody was like one of my prime times. Like that was one of my, like Drake and Josh, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Yep. And that one, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, was forever because they went from 2005 to 2008 and then Sweet Life on Deck started. Right. So we had them in our lives, the Sprouse twins, for a long time.
Yep.
And then Life with Derek came out in 2005 as well. Do you remember that show?
Oh, yeah.
That one was good.
Derek.
That was a good one. Now, this might take the cake, though. Zoe 101.
Oh, 2005. I loved Zoe 101.
Tell me you didn't want to move away.
PCA. I wanted to go to PCA so bad.
I was ready to uproot my whole family.
That was like the start of my obsession with like California Surfer Girl.
Yes.
That was like dream life for me.
1,000,000%. That is like you start dreaming about California life, which is perfect because then Hannah Montana starts in 2006. Right. So we had Hannah Montana from 2006 to 2011. That's one of the longest standing shows of all of these, honestly.
So good, yeah.
But they're all airing at the same time. This is why it was such a hard choice with the clicker. Like, do you go Disney Channel? Do you go Nickelodeon? What do you do? So once Hannah Montana aired, shortly after was iCarly, Wizards of Waverly Place, and the Naked Brothers Band. So it's like we were thrown so many good shows in that time period. And then after that, we started seeing like Victorious and those things come out, which I feel like were just not as well done as some of the shows that were already out. You know what I mean? I feel like all the like shows that stuck in our minds that really stood out to us.
Yeah, I liked Victorious. I did, but it didn't have the same impact on me as like Drake and Josh.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And then, so I feel like those were the main shows. Like Big Time Rush came out in 2009, and so did Where's Sunny with a Chance? 2009. So Big Time Rush and Sunny with a Chance came out in 2009. And then we were like juniors in high school. So we kind of were like, it's staggering between like the teenage phase and adult, like young adult phase, right? And that's when Pretty Little Liars came out. The Secret Life of American Teenager,
Gossip Girl, like, and we started moving into more of like a off Disney drama instead of like a sitcom. Yeah, and I feel like we went from like where the shows on Disney Channel and Nickelodeon, like each episode is its own story and tells its own story, and it has like a beginning, a middle, an end, and like they're always good at the beginning and then it gets bad and then they have to figure their way out of the situation. And it's like that's how every one of these like Disney and Nick shows is. And same with like Cartoon Network and stuff. But then we moved into like the Pretty Little Liars, the Gossip Girls, where it was like ongoing dramas where like you'd have to watch the next episode to find out what happens next. And that's like when I started getting into like shows like that, like for sure.
Right. And we've talked about this. We didn't have a Netflix. It was Thursdays at 7 p.m. EST, 8 p.m. CST, whatever, backwards.
We always had TiVo growing up. So I would always TiVo. I'd always record everything.
Okay.
So I would
never
like
recorded
TiVo.
anything.
No.
I
did it all the
to
time.
do it.
Really?
For some reason, I just feel like I'm going to mess it up. So I was very, very strict. It was this is on at 7 p.m. I'm done. And I'm sitting down. Parents, I need to be done with dinner so I can sit down and watch my show. And I was very strict.
See, I never did. I was out. I was at practices, or we were here, we were skiing, or we were doing something. And I never, ever watched anything when it was live. No. But it was always such a treat for me when I could get home from school. I'd get home from school and go, oh, I think I have a new episode of Gossip Girl on the TiVo to watch. And I would sit down with my snack and I would watch it, and then I'd get to fast forward through the commercials. It was like so funny too. Like I specifically remember in our house, like if you were to say, because like my mom at first, before TiVo, DVR is what it's called.
Oh,
DVR.
Okay. Yes.
But TiVo was like the earlier one. And so there used to be this thing before cable boxes came with like the thing to like record and like whatever. You had to buy like a separate box that would sit on top of your cable box that was like the TiVo box. And it came with like a special remote and everything. And my mom, as soon as that thing came into existence, bought it. Like my mom's a very early adapter of technology. Like I will give my mom so much credit for that. Like cell phone, she's got a cell phone. Like iPod, she's got an iPod. Like she's always been very like into new technology and like excited to like adapt to new technology. Yeah. And so TiVo comes out. My mom's like, absolutely, we're getting a TiVo. Like the second Wi-Fi came out, like we had Wi-Fi in my house. Like I don't remember my house without Wi-Fi because that's how early my mom got Wi-Fi. So like anyway, we had a TiVo, and something in our house that was like just language that we would say is click, 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 click. Like and click, click meant we're watching this show, but you got distracted and the commercials came on. So fast forward through them. Oh, so you would say like, you'd look over to my mom, whoever had the remote, and you'd go click, click. And that meant whoever had the remote had to fast forward through that set of commercials. Yep. So all you would do is you'd look at someone and say, click, click.
And you got to go. Yeah.
And that person's like, oh shoot. Yeah, I've got the remote. Let me fast forward through the commercials. And so like, if you said that to anyone in my household, every single person in my house would know what that means. Okay. But outside of that, like, what?
I'm gonna start pranking them. Next time I see them and we go out to dinner or something, I'll just like say it to them and see what they do.
If we're like sitting in my mom's living room and like watching TV or something and commercials come on and you say click, click, I guarantee you any one of my family members will automatically, like, not just even like knowing, reach for a remote, like, oh yeah. And then they'll be like, wait, what?
What is like, that? The Pavlovian, thing we learned about?
It's ingrained. It's not click, click,
hilarious.
Click. It's just click, click,
click. Okay. Good to know. I'm going to start using that.
Yeah.
That's like, we never recorded much. Like my parents never really watched many. You know what? I lied. We always, as a family, watched Fear Factor. Like that was our nightly show we watched. Okay. My dad loved it. Survivor, things like that. My parents were obsessed with those shows. I didn't like them. I had a TV in my room when I was like 13, I think. And that's when it was like Thursdays at 8 p.m. That's Pretty Little Liars Day. I have to be home. Like everything's done. Homework's done. I'm done. I'm showered. I'm ready for the next school day. And I'm sitting down and I'm watching this on Thursdays.
See, I think so that's fun. Where we were different because I didn't have a TV in my room. I never got a TV in my room until like college. So like my parents would be watching Survivor and so I couldn't watch Pretty Little Liars. Yeah. So like Pretty Little Liars would record in the background because you could record like two things that weren't currently on the TV. And so like and my parents would be watching like Lost or Survivor or whatever. And I would have like my shows recording in the background. And then I would have to like watch them later because I didn't have a TV in my room.
Right. That was a huge win for me. My brother would take the basement one because he always wanted to play his video games. And so I don't think it was my parents who got me my TV. I'm pretty sure it was a 13th birthday gift from my grandparents. And I put it in my bedroom and it was great. It was wonderful. But yeah, that was the first big show I remember like actually watching and being excited about and being like, oh, I have a new episode coming out. Hannah Montana was kind of similar though, especially in the later seasons when she was older and they would leave episodes on cliffhangers of, are her and Jake Ryan going to be back together? Right. Like I have to watch this. Who's she going to pick? Which guy is going to be the one that she picks this time? Like she's looking at these two pictures. So it was very fun going through all those shows, but like we truly had the best TV. I will argue I understand everyone's probably going to say that about their own generation, but I am very happy with the television that we grew up on. Now, all that being said, I watched a few episodes of Sunny with a Chance and started it for the first time today. And it's funny. Like, okay. Take everything I say with a grain of salt.
It's not funny, but
it is
like
2009 Disney Channel sitcom. It is exactly what it's supposed to be, and it's great for it. Demi Lovato is such an enthusiastic actress. She's just funny in like her enthusiasm for what she's doing. It reminded me of iCarly. To me, it is Disney Channel's iCarly. The whole, like, it just reminds me of it, like the setting, what it is, and the sets. I was just like laughing at the backgrounds. There's always so much stuff, and it's so 2000s.
It was very like trendy at that time to just have like random stuff behind you,
right?
You know, where it was like there's a cow statue, and there's a sarcophagus, and there's like an alien, and you're like, what does this stuff mean?
Hanging from the ceiling.
I think it was like we're quirky, you know, like because being quirky and random was so like it was cool to be random,
right? And they all were in these like lofts and these like cool bricked lofts with like a big riser in the back that had more stuff 1,000% on it. And I mean, I think of iCarly and they're random dancing, and then this whole show is like that's so random. I'm like, yes, this is exactly like.
Being random what it is. Was so fun. It was so good.
So random. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
It would be like people making like a weird noise in the hallway and then being like, I'm random.
So random. Yes, exactly. God, I definitely probably did that at some point in my life.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it should be. I like it because it is what it should be. And I'm not saying I'm sitting here like biting my nails to get to the next episode. But I do like it. I like the characters.
Yeah, I thought you would. And it gives, so what I have down is like, it feels to me like it feels to me like Disney's kind of spin on like all that in the
Yes.
Amanda show.
1,000,000%.
Like, but it's like we're getting like the background drama behind what that show was.
Yes.
You know, where it's
I
like
absolutely agree.
it's like it's supposed to be like the Amanda show and all that were like a kid's version of SNL.
Yes.
And so they took SNL and made it something for kids.
Correct.
The Amanda show and all that. And then this was like taking that and like making a show about like what behind the scenes of that would have been like.
Right.
You know? And
Right.
so it's interesting, I think, from that perspective, where it was
it's
like
a fun concept.
Yeah, yeah.
It really was. Let me tell you, season 1, episode 1, the way it starts, it took me 5 minutes. I was like, am I on the right show? What is going on? I was like, I am very confused watching this right now. Because I was totally lost, but that's so random. That's exactly what it was supposed to be. And you're exactly right. It so feels like
it started
all
with
that.
a sketch, didn't it? With like a skit.
Dolphin Boy. It started with like this Dolphin
right.
Boy skit where he's like exploding water all over the school. And I was like, this is not the right show. I'm like, where's Demi Lovato?
Yeah.
I'm so confused
Yeah.
right now. But it's fun. I do like it. I sense some enemies to lovers, or like, I mean, I'm saying that it's a Disney Channel show, but like,
no, but you're right.
I'm sensing it. And
and you love Sterling Knight, don't you?
Yeah, he's a cutie. He was definitely like, if I think of my 2000s, like middle school crushes or like high school celebrity crushes, he definitely was on there. Yeah, he was in the vibe for sure. Not as much as like a Taylor Lautner for sure, but like he was up there. And I'm like kind of mad I didn't watch the show now because it's good. Like it's a good show. I'm actually going to watch, like I'm going to have it on in the background when I do stuff because I think Demi Lovato is very entertaining in a good way. Like I think she is a funny actress in that she's really good at like being the character that she's supposed to be. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I wrote down one of my notes for this show was Tawny Hart for me feels like the character that you wanted Tess from Camp Rock to be.
Yes. Yes.
You know, because you said last week that you wanted Tess to be more like Sharpay.
Yes.
And I feel like Tawny kind of gives more Sharpay vibes. You know, where she's 100%. Like, I'm the star of the show. Yes. But this is my dressing room. And she gives like the like silly mean girl where it's like you like with Tess, you didn't like her.
No,
like you really didn't like her. And then she had her redemption at the end of the movie, but like you didn't like her. Whereas like with Tawny and with Sharpay, like you don't like them, but you kind of like them because you know it's like so unserious, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And so like I think Tawny kind of gives that same like Sharpay energy where she's like a mean girl, but you like her. You know, like she can still be your favorite character in the show. Whereas like if you were to say Tess is my favorite from Camp Rock, everyone's like, what? But if like you say you love Sharpay or Tawny, you're like, yeah, okay. They're funny. It
makes sense.
It's like,
You're so right. That's a really good way to look at it. She's silly. Like she makes jokes, but about like being mean and whatnot. But I feel like she's not digging someone's character. It's not like Tess in Camp Rock was just nasty, like at heart about like picking someone's character, who they are as a person apart. Whereas I feel like Tawny is just like, no, I'm the center of attention. This is my show. I don't want another girl on the show. I'm the funniest girl. I don't want another funny girl. And she's just like goofy about it. So I love it. I think it's hilarious. And just, it is what it is. And I think that's why I like it, because you set the scene. It's 2008, 2009. That's exactly what those shows needed to be. It's all unserious. It's all fun. And I think that's going to be a really fun thing to keep watching up until the concert.
Yeah.
Yes, because
Yeah.
I'm going to laugh so hard when I see her on stage. Because I'm
Well,
like,
and
you
we
were this little
have-
baby.
We have throughout the course of this like watch through, listen through,
Uh-huh.
I have all the episodes of Sunny with a Chance in there. So like
Okay.
over the next several weeks, like Sunny with a Chance will come back and we'll get to watch more and more and more. So like watch at your leisure, watch as much as you want because it's going to come back. So like if you just want to watch ahead, you absolutely can.
It's really good. It's really good. So I liked the show. Now, let's talk about the album. What was it called?
The album was called Here We Go Again. It came out in 2009. So we were like freshmen in high school going into like sophomore year. So it would have been like freshman year, sophomore year. And the album was called Here We Go Again.
I'm pulling it back up on my phone because I need to have like, oh, it's playing this song because I need to just like
Can I tell you? Okay, so the other day I was listening to it in the car. I told you I was running all my errands on Saturday and was getting like a bunch of stuff done. And I was listening to the album in the car while I was driving around town. And I walked into the journaling store, my journaling store. And just my phone, I didn't realize my phone was going off in my purse, and it is blaring Demi Lovato to this entire store. And there were like probably like 7 or 8 people in there. And I walk in and I'm like so confident. And the girl at the desk was like, "Hi, how's it going?" And I was like, "Hi." And then I'm like browsing and I'm like, wow, I can't believe they're listening to this song on the radio. I was just listening to this in the car. Like I literally in my head was like, they're playing
what are the chances?
2009 Demi Lovato in here? Like, what are the odds? No, it was my phone speaker just blaring. So then I like realized and I full panic and I like sprint out of the store and then pause it because I knew I was going to like fumble it and it was just going to get louder and louder. So anyway.
Oh gosh, that's mortifying. That's mortifying.
Yeah.
Oh boy. You said last week that this was one of your like top favorite albums. I
like this one. Yeah. There's a lot of songs I like on this album.
Okay. And I think going into that put me in a positive headspace. And I did my first listen last week on Friday, I think. And I was doing a long drive through a snowstorm early in the morning. So I was like, I'm just going to put it on and shuffle through. I didn't have to skip any songs. This album, some of the songs I was like, okay, this sounds similar. Some of the songs are more of that like rock pop. And I was like, okay, this is Demi Lovato. It sounds like her. Like Here We Go Again is a great example. Like that song, same vibe. And I was like, okay, this is great. But then she keeps going. The first song I was listening, not in order, but I was shuffling around. The first song that had me like in goosebumps was Falling Over Me. Demi Lovato's vocals are bananas. This so good. Girl has such a good voice. I wish we did this sooner. Like I wish I listened to these songs when we were in college, which I'm sure I did. I'm sure you played plenty of these. Yeah. And I just like didn't pay attention or was like, I'm a Pitbull. But her vocals are out of this world. It got to a point,
especially for like the age that she is or was at that time, right?
Oh my gosh.
You're 16 years old and you can sing like this.
You just did Camp Rock.
Yeah, like
you
what?
I'm sorry. You are the girl who's just cracking me up in Camp Rock, and you are singing songs that have the goosebumps physically all over my body. One song in particular made me pick up the phone and call you. I was like, I can't wait. I have to call you.
I will say is one of my favorite songs of all time.
As it should be.
I love this song. Yeah.
As it should be. I wish I could look up data to see how many times I've listened to it since Friday because I can't stop. It's the only song I put on now when I'm in the car or have a moment. We're talking about Every Time You Lie. Why? Why has she not sang that?
It's so good.
It's gonna be stuck in my head.
It's so good. And you want to know what? Like in terms of like the album itself, like that's not one of the more popular ones, you know, like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like number 6 on the album. And it's like, what do you mean? It's such a good song.
It is. To me, it's like a classic song that I could listen to all the time. It's
Mhm.
jazzy, it's poppy, it's upbeat,
Mhm.
but her vocals in that song, I sent it to my husband even. And I was like, I think you would really like this song for the music and her voice. He loves music and he like
Yeah.
he loves Olivia Dean and people who
Yeah.
really like have great voices like this. And he was like, that is a very good song. I was like, I'm not saying the words are about you. Like, I'm not, don't
No,
take
no,
anything
no.
literally
Like
here.
the lyrics aren't, I'm not saying apply these lyrics to you,
Right.
but yeah.
I think everyone should listen to this song right now because
Yeah,
Teddy
it's
was
really
onto
good.
one with this album in
Little
particular. It's
ninth
good.
grader me was like, I had a little iPod Nano and I'm sitting there
my
with my
gosh.
headphones, like in the back seat of my family car, just like listening to this.
So good. I will say I had not heard a single one of these songs until Friday.
Yeah,
Single one
that's
of
so
them.
surprising. That's surprising.
I know.
Because I do remember you saying, I think we were I think we might have already stopped recording last week. And I was like, no, you've definitely heard Here We Go Again. And you were like, and I played it for you and you're like, no, I've never heard this in my life.
Yeah, never.
And
It
that's
didn't ring
like
any
the one,
bells.
that's like the one from this album that you would have known. You didn't even know the Sunny with a Chance theme song.
No.
So yeah, fresh album for you.
It was so good. Let me tell you, you should have prepared me for Gift of a Friend. I have not finished that song because it makes me too emotional. I can't listen to the whole thing. I have to change it because it makes me cry when I think.
I will say that
you.
wasn't one of my favorites when I was a kid. I listened to it again as like an adult on Saturday and I like it a lot more now than I did then. Cause like I wasn't really listening to the lyrics of it then.
Yeah. I haven't listened to the whole song, so I don't know if it gets better or worse or what, but the first maybe bit of it, I have to go skip. I put mascara on today. I can't cry. I really liked a lot of songs on this album. I think I know which ones I don't like. And that's Quiet. I don't want to listen to that. Be quiet to that song. I don't want to listen to it. Next, You Got Nothing on Me is not my favorite, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
And Got Dynamite. Definitely not.
Okay.
Those ones are like standouts that I was like, no, I remember not liking this one. Yeah.
Okay.
But World of Chances.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, I got to start from the top. Falling Over Me. Loved that. Every Time You Lie, obviously. I don't remember Catch Me or some of these. Stop the World I liked. Yeah. So like
it's a lot. I mean, listen, yeah, you're not gonna
for me,
like
that's
everyone.
a lot. No.
That is. That's very good.
It's a great album.
It is a really good album. And I'm looking already at our album for next week, which is Unbroken.
Let's look this
which came out in 2011. So 2 years later, there was a two-year break. So there was 2008 last week, 2009 this week, and then we're skipping ahead to 2011 because she didn't put one out in 2010. So this would have been like junior year, senior year of high school. And
January 1st, 2011. Yep.
So all of these say January 1st. I think this is just, they all say January 1st. I can't imagine that's when these all came out. So I don't actually know when these came out. But this album, I'm pretty sure this album, no, I don't know when this came out. This album is the album that I shed the most tears to. So there's a song called Fix a Heart.
Oh no.
It's number 7. It's called Fix a Heart. That was my first heartbreak song. So when I was a junior in high school is when I like experienced senior in high school is when I experienced my very first heartbreak. And
same.
Yeah. And so Fix a Heart was like, I went through my first breakup and my boyfriend, it was senior year, broke up with me and my heart ripped out. You know how like that first heartbreak is just always going to be the hardest heartbreak? Like it for me, it was life-changing and it sucked. And I mean, like I stopped eating. I was like not good.
Yeah.
This was that song for me. It was Fix a Heart.
Oh boy.
And so that's going to be just preface that with like, that's my first heartbreak song.
Okay.
And it's gonna hurt me a lot more than it's gonna hurt you because that's just what it was at the time.
Right.
This one is a little bit more, it leans away from the rock.
Okay.
It leans away from the rock. It leans more into I don't know. Like, I don't want to say hip hop, but you've got like Ayaz, Missy Elliott, Timberland,
a lot of big 2000s names
like
are in
Dev.
here.
Yeah. And so it some of them, and then there's also some like slower ones.
Right.
I do think you'll like it though. Together with Jason Derulo's a good one.
Okay. I'm seeing Give Your Heart a Break.
Yep.
If
you know that
to me, I have always loved that song. That's probably my favorite Demi Lovato song off the top of my head. Is that song. Like that one, I really love that song. So I'm excited for that. I remember junior year, I had a boyfriend who he was a year younger than me, and he was like, I was like elated. I was so obsessed with this kid, and like he was wonderful. And I remember he broke up with me, and he's someone I had known for years. And I was like, he's so cute. Like I want to date him. And I finally, like, he asked me to homecoming. We were dating. He was my first kiss was junior year of high school. And that was right around here. And then he broke up with me couple, I don't know, whenever later. And because I liked him too much. And that's why he broke up with me, because I liked him too much. And I remember sitting in the staircase, like the stairwell of my high school, sobbing my eyes out. Like I could not go to class because I was so upset. And yeah, that was like the first year of like true emotions, like true hard emotions of like, how do you navigate this? Like, does life go on after this? I don't know what to do.
Right.
Like that was the first boyfriend
truly...
I actually spent time with and like hung out with in person. I get it. And that's it. I'm glad you said that, because now it's going to be like very fun to
because it was
what
the
I would have
exact
liked.
same time for me. Like I had been through been through a boyfriend. I had been through breakup, but this breakup was like my first. Like I had like my middle school boyfriend, and then this was like my first high school boyfriend breakup, and this one just hit different. This was like a heartbreak. Whereas,
you know
like,
what? My heartbreak song for this kid was "One in a Million" by Hannah Montana.
Oh yeah,
and I remember driving around in my little Jeep, sobbing my eyes out, screaming the lyrics of it, like hysterical, should not be behind a steering wheel, just flying down these dirt roads.
That was me listening to Fix a Heart.
Okay, I'm excited to listen to it. I'm going to think about you every time and like prep myself for that.
You never really can fix a heart.
Oh gosh. And that's what it felt like when you're in high school and like someone dumps you that you really liked. Holy cow, no one prepares you for that. No one teaches you how much it physically hurts to have someone like do that to you. Oh my goodness gracious. It's going to be fun. And I think of like Give Your Heart a Break. I think that was the first time I was like, she has great vocals, because there's that one. What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at the lyrics to this song. I just looked it up, and it's like the way that I felt these lyrics. It's probably what's best for you. I only want what's best for you. And if I'm not the best, then you're stuck. I try to sever ties, and I ended up with wounds to bind, like you're pouring salt on my cuts.
So hurt, so dramatic.
Like junior year me, like
screaming,
bawling in my car with like, dude, it's like you're pouring salt on my cuts. It's so bad, dude.
I love it. I'm very excited. I feel like this is going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with the last one, I'll say. But this one, like, oh, I'm trying to think of
Skyscraper. Skyscraper.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
It's not my favorite either.
Okay.
In Real Life, I think is kind of like fun. This is just a little bit more of like, it's this album feels, there's definitely some like really slower, more emotional songs, and then there are some more like upbeat songs, but they're less rocky. So,
okay. You know what? I stopped listening to you. I'm so sorry. I stopped listening because I was singing the song in my head, trying to think of the one lyric. And I think this was my like hope for love, like to get a guy, like to try to convince someone that they liked me, was Give Your Heart a Break. Like, 'cause you've been hurt before. I can see it in your eyes. And then they go, you try to smile it away. Some things you can't disguise. Don't want to break your heart. Baby, I can ease the ache.
Yeah.
You know, and when she would say that, I was like, I can ease the ache. And I'm screaming, I can make you happy. And I'm screaming. Like, yeah, that song was great. That one had an impact on me. I don't know any of the other ones, honestly, except for Skyscraper. So, so far, week 2 has been my favorite. Loved it. I'm so glad. I feel like this is just solidifying the fact that it's going to be really fun to see her in human form.
1,000%.
You know, and just be like, oh my God, this is so cool. Like,
you're even just like 2 albums in, you're like, okay, well, now I'm like way more excited to see her than I was.
Right.
2 weeks ago.
What are the odds? I know we're not going to get the set list before. She's not playing any of these songs, right? Like, we don't think she's going to play any of these.
I think she could potentially play. I think she might play 1 or 2 from each one of these. I think she could. Shoot, I accidentally just clicked on the wrong album. I think she could play. Like, I want Every Time You Lie so bad. Yes. But I don't think that'll happen. I don't know that we'll get anything from that album. I think we could potentially get. Oh, gosh, there's got to be. Like
This
La
Is
La
Me?
Land, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
This Is Me. I guarantee we'll get This Is Me.
Okay.
I do think we'll get Give Your Heart a Break.
Which would be
This
really
Is
fun.
Me.
Like, that's going to be fun. How cool. I feel like it's a history lesson. Like,
I think we might get La La Land, maybe Don't Forget. Did you forget? You love me singing that one.
Yeah,
So
take it away.
I don't know. We'll see.
This is fun. Okay, so next week, are we watching anything? What are we doing for this?
Oh, yeah. So next week we are listening to the album Unbroken that came out in 2009, and we are watching the Princess Protection Program.
Okay.
No, Princess Protection Program came out in 2009. Unbroken came out in 2011.
All right, I'm excited.
Unbroken, Princess Protection Program. Princess Protection Program is the movie with Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez.
I'm very excited. I have not seen that movie.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
It'll be a fun one.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Oh, this is so fun. Well, Teddy, that is all I have for you today.
That's all I got for you.
Wishing you the best vacation ever. We're so excited to hear about it next week.
We'll
have a lot of good catching up to do.
I should download Princess Protection Program for my flight.
That's a great reminder. Yes, please do that and get ready to like cry, maybe listening to some of these.
I'm going to be like sitting on the plane bawling to fix a heart. My husband's going to look over and I'm going to be like, I'm crying about another man. Leave me alone.
My high school boyfriend dumped me.
This isn't even about you. Leave me alone.
Bring a hanky just to be safe and some tissues. Oh, that's so fun. Well, safe travels. And friends, thank you so much for catching up with us this week. And we will talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.